Hello, this will be a tutorial of my new percussion set. I'll be basically explaining what the instrument is and where I got it. Well, they all came from my grandparents' house up north. He has a lot of junk. And I will give an example of what it sounds like and try to show what I use it for. That's basically all of it. There was more stuff up there, such as like this tub here. There was more of water tubs that I'd used. They're empty. They had a nice sound. There's also really huge gas tanks, big LP tanks, very large. And I would take this big brass or copper pole and slam it into them for a really loud sound. That's how this became so bent. You see it's breaking there. But I guess we'll start right with the pipes. This is the brass one. Not brass. I keep saying brass. I mean copper. This is the copper one. I guess it's worth $6 or something like that. And it has a... It's more rattled because it's sitting on the other pipes, but that's what kind of sound it makes. It can also be used to hit other things, such as these gas tanks. Although it's very long and obscure, so I only really use it to hit the big ones because you could really whack it like they're like the size of a tree. These, I guess, are just individual pipes taken. I'm not sure they're from, but they're very rusted. They all have a different kind of sound. Some of them aren't as cool as the other is, but I would just... That's one. Next one. And this one. Actually, this one is just like this one. One is lower pitched. This one's longer. This one is without any kind of attachment, and that's my favorite sound. And then this other rusted one similar to this. And those are the pipes. This is a plastic tub. Not so interesting. I was basically going for a deep tone, like a drum, but that is what I found to be more drum-like. The underside doesn't have any really interesting sound at all. This can have many different sounds. Typically a similar to a real drum, actually. This hole here, which you can see wasn't there originally. It came from this rod. These are actually these rods. I have two sets. They're drum, basically what I use for drumming. I cut them off a big steel rod. But Steve, when we were playing up north, he whipped this one, or it might have been the other one, right through here. This is a big aluminum sheet, basically used for really high pitched whip sounds. Very good for such a snare or cymbal sounds. Probably one of the coolest sounds that I have. You can also whip it, like take it up in the air and hold it and whip it back and forth very fast for a thunder sound, which is what they do in plays. This is a wheel from a wagon, I believe, and it has a kind of, I'm not sure what kind of sound you could compare it to. I guess it's more similar to a bell, but down here you have and up here you have a more high-pitched. It can get very, very loud if you hit it very hard and fast. These are the gas tanks. This was liquefied petroleum gas. It is flammable, as you can see, and it's much wider than the other two, which these two are not flammable. They are just carbon dioxide tanks, but this one has a and then this is a lifting ring used to lift very heavy objects with a crane or some such kind of construction movement, and it has more sound when tilted or leaned against something else or hung in the air, if we can ever find something to hang it on, and it kind of sounds like a dinner bell. And these are the two other gas tanks. One is much deeper sound. I think it has a prettier sound, not as high-pitched and raspy. And this is the very loud one. This is a big sheet of steel. Not sheet, it's very thick. Big slab of steel. That's the other stick. It has much better sound when not laid flat face down, or well, the same side, but when not laid just flat. It can vibrate more. These are two car brakes from our Focus. Again, similar to this, it probably would sound better if hung in the air and was able to rattle or vibrate. These are two smaller pieces of steel. Basically, a lot lighter, higher pitched sound than this. But basically, altogether, that's my percussion set.